never proven genetic at that point, but whoo, that was a close one. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is amazing. As for me, this is my last day here at the shop before I head on a week-long journey, starting with Florida, where I'm going to be playing with some very dangerous animals over the next 4 or 5 days. And then I fly over to Chicago to the NARBC Tinley Park Reptile Show, and then eventually end up back here next week at some point about that same. I have to make sure all the animals are okay, get everything set, because I won't be here for another week, and make sure to tell my crew a lot of instructions, but they've got my back. Oh, and I might mention that Lori comes back from her quilting retreat today, which means there's a good chance she's gonna find out that I broke her couch, and I'm thinking I might as well go ahead and film her watching the vlog of me breaking the couch, and that way you guys at least see the reaction shots of it. Wish me luck. But before I worry about Lori being home, I have to get all my snake work done. So basically, because I'm leaving for essentially a week, well, actually an entire week, I've got to make sure I leave a bunch of notes so that they can make sure that they get the things done that I want them to get done. They're great. They can make decisions on their own, but there's always these little things in my mind like, oh, let's make sure we get this bred, or let's make sure this gets fed a little extra, so like that. And if I don't leave these notes, then my mind will be spinning the entire time going, I hope they did this, I hope they did that. So I'm just gonna plaster the place out with notes for those guys. So more or less what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna literally open up every single cage down here. These are all adult female ball pythons, and I'm just gonna take a look at them, and I'll write little notes about what I'm thinking, like, all right, she looks like she needs to be bred, she looks like she needs this, she looks like what I think of when I'm going through, and I'm gonna try to portray that to Kelsey and Andrea so that they understand. Listen, they are completely able and great, but I think giving them a little bit of extra knowledge of what I'm thinking will not only help them, but it'll help ease my mind a little bit. That makes sense? So basically, you know, breeding snakes really is a little bit of a science. It's about, you know, understanding the mechanisms that cause snakes to trigger certain types of activities, whether it's follicle growth, copulation, whatever the case may be. So there's that science behind it, but there's also the art behind it, and that comes through experience and kind of intuition and what you should do. So yes, we can look through and just look at follicle growth, we can look at food, we can look at copulation, and we can make decisions on what we should do. But then there's that other part that says, all right, well, this male is breeding this, and this female, but he's not breeding that female, and she's got advanced follicle growth, and if we don't get copulation, we know that she's going to start to suck her follicles up and not produce eggs. So when we have to decide, well, when do we throw a male in from a different group into that group to make sure that that female got bred? Makes sense? So that's basically what I'm doing right now, is I'm going through. At the same time, I'm going to look at other females that are being bred just fine and say, well, I don't need to breed that one right now until I get back. So I tell Kelsey, just leave that one alone and dedicate yourself to this one. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm putting the art behind the science. You know, I think when it comes to something like snakes or living animals anyways, when you take all the fun out of it or that kind of art out of it, it loses some of its luster, right? When it's just like a mechanical thing where you go, all right, you put A and B and then you get C, it kind of loses that kind of reason why you do it in the first place. You want to tinker with it. You want to see, oh my gosh, you know, this animal is doing this, or gosh, if I see this, maybe this will happen. That's kind of part of the fun of it, you know what I mean? If it was just a number on a cage and not a living creature in there, why would we want to do it? You know what I mean? To me, it's that living creature that doesn't, you know, I always say the problem with going by the books when it comes to not just reptiles, but all animals, is that animals don't read books. So every time you give me an example of an animal that is supposed to do something by the book, I'll give you an example of an animal that didn't do it by the book. And that's just kind of how it goes. So I love the fact that I can tinker and try things that maybe I haven't tried before, see if it's successful, see if it's not successful, and when it is successful, share it with you guys or anyone that wants to listen. I love this part of my job. I love this fact. That's exactly why I keep doing this. This segment is for you snake freaks out there that just want your fix of cool ball pythons. I'm about to just go through and pick out a bunch of ball pythons that are like before I get out of here and head home. Got my last things to get together before I leave bright and early in the morning for Florida. So anyways, one of the animals that I just think is just absolutely incredible, and I don't care who you are, whenever you see a pied ball python, that is just one stunning snake. I mean, you know, this is really the snake right here, not this particular one, but this style of snake, the pied ball python. It's really what got me involved in ball pythons way back in the day. There was actually an animal that came out of West Africa back in the 80s, and a guy named Brian Sharp brought it in, and I saw a picture of that. Unfortunately, it never bred, and it was never proven genetic at that point, but whoo, that was a close one. But that picture is what really got me excited about pied. So I still, to this day, every time I see a pied ball python, I'm just like, oh my God, that's just really amazing. This is actually a banana cinnamon Woma ball python. So again, it's just got that really soft look to it. I mean, I just think it's really a gorgeous, gorgeous snake. Ooh, this one is pretty. I remember when this one hatched out, I was just like, oh my gosh, that thing is amazing. This is a super enchy pin lesser, but just look at how reduced that is and how awesome it is. I mean, I don't know, I just really love that animal. And I remember, again, that whole clutch, there was like 5 or 6 of them in that clutch that were really ridiculous. So I was like, oh my God, that is so cool. So, but one of my favorite mutations in bananas is right here. That is, of course, the banana G-stripe. The G-stripe is a recessive mutation that's been around forever. As a matter of fact, the first genetic stripe that I bought off of Jeremy Stone out in Utah, and I paid $25,000 for it. And this, of course, is the banana. Now genetic stripes are like 150 or 200 bucks, but nevertheless, they're beautiful animals, and that's a combo that I just think is stunning. I just absolutely like. You know, I tell you, there's another mutation that just is kind of fresh out there, hasn't been around very long, and that's actually the cypress gene. And actually then there's another gene that's been kind of, you know, tagged with it a lot. And Outback Reptile is really the one that's done the majority of it, and that, of course, is the cypress honey gene. And this is a hypo, or a ghost cypress honey animal. And the cypress is kind of a lot like the bongo animal in ball pythons, and I know I'm throwing a bunch of words out at you guys like, what are you guys talking about? Anyways, it's a mutation that kind of acts kind of interesting, makes things a little darker, and then the honey stuff kind of cleans it up. So there it is. There's the hypo, cypress, honey. I just think these ball python mutations, the names just rip me up, you know. I mean, it's cool. I think it's awesome that people, you know, have creative names, but it is kind of funny. I tell you, another banana gene that is really gorgeous, just as far as reduction of pattern, is this animal right here. Take a look at that. That is actually a spider banana extreme gene. And you can just see how, oh, look at how gorgeous that thing is. That's such reduced pattern. I don't know. I just love that animal to death. And I, you know, whatever. I remember when I hatched that one. I actually hatched 3 of them, and all 3 of them were just stunning. And I tell you what, I show this guy off. I have a handful of these, but I just think these are some of the most gorgeous animals on the planet as far as I'm concerned. This is actually a pastel highway ball python. And again, you know, all these I'm showing you guys are ball pythons. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of mutations of ball pythons. So you can almost get like any flavor or color or paint job, whatever you want to call it, you want, because there's so many incredible ones. And you know, back in the day, they were a lot of money. Now, you know, most ball pythons are sub $1,000, and a lot of them are sub $200. So if you ever want a pet snake, but you want something that's really cool that you can show off your friends, ball python's got a lot of options out there. This is actually much like that one I showed you before. This is a super enchy spider ball python. The one I showed you before was a super enchy pinstripe lesser. This happens to be just the spider gene, but just take a look at how cool that pattern is. I mean, that is just wicked cool. I mean, the highlights in that thing, it's just awesome. It's really similar to that last snake right there, which was a super enchy pinstripe. This happens to be called an enchy stinger bee, but just take a look at the color on that animal and the pattern. I mean, that thing is gorgeous, isn't it? I just love it. And again, you know, I just get excited about ball pythons. I get excited about all snakes, but I've just had this kind of, you know, special spot in my heart for ball pythons over the last, you know, 2 decades or whatever it's been. And take a look at this thing right here. This is actually a banana chocolate pinstripe, and I don't think there's been very many of these these produce. I mean, maybe just 1 or 2, to be totally honest with you. I've never seen them, but you know, I'm sure someone else has probably produced them. But nevertheless, I was really excited. This is another chocolate version. This is actually a super chocolate banana ball python. The super chocolate is the super version of the chocolate because it's codominant, and then of course the banana is a codominant gene as well. And I love that animal. And again, I haven't seen any other super chocolate bananas. Not to say they're not out there, I'm just saying I haven't seen them, so I think it's pretty cool to have hatched one. I'm pretty excited about it, and I think it's really awesome. Take a look at this animal here. This is just a super clean animal. This is actually a lithium fireball python. So this is a cinnamon, a lesser, and a fireball python. And I just like the way it just looks so clean and just so beautiful. So, you know, again, the thing that's neat about ball pythons is, again, that polymorphism, or the variety of animals that you can possibly have. I think it's amazing. And I'm just showing you guys a spattering. I mean, all these racks, and as a matter of fact, just, you know, a few months from now, these racks are gonna get filled up again with new babies, and we have some really cool stuff coming up, so I'm super excited about it. Regardless, I just wanted to give you guys a snake geek dump for you guys, if you don't, man. I'm gonna walk through, just say my last goodbyes, because listen, I'm gonna be gone for 7 days, so I'm not gonna see my babies for 7 days. Head home, get some things packed up, see the family. Lori gets back tonight, and guys, I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, I'm gonna film her reaction to watching the vlog, because she has not watched the vlog where me and Noah broke the couch. Let's see what happens. Wish me luck, I might get killed. All right, so it's good to be home, and guess who's home to see me? It is Lori from her quilting retreat. She was so, did you quilt a lot?
Not as much as I usually do.
What did you do? Did you like make like puffy quilts?
No, I did not make puffy quilts.
What did you make? What do you do at a quilting retreat?
Sew.
You sew?
Yeah.
And you drink wine, right?
No. My mom was with me. I did not drink wine.
I don't know if I believe her. So, do you want to know what we do when you're at a quilting retreat?
I'm not sure that I do.
What do you guys think? Should I show her what me and Noah did when she was at the quilting retreat? Okay, you ready? You'll be proud of us.
Okay, I'll be proud of you.
I think.
Okay.
Hey, Lori, are you ready?
I don't know. What is it? What is that? What's at the end of the stairs?
You'll find out. You'll find out. Just keep watching.
That's the couch? You moved the couch in front of the stairs.
Just keep watching. It's good.
You do not. You did not. Neither one of you are ballsy enough to do what I think.
Put a chair.
Well, you didn't go to the ER, so...
This is like a good one. I hurt my arm pretty good. It's like bruised on the inside.
Oh, your daddy needs a kick broke your arm.
All I cared about is I thought that when you found out I broke the couch that I was gonna be dead. His arm will heal. So
This couch is so old.
I
It
know,
honestly
that's why
was already broken, so no.
So you're not, oh my gosh, guys, look at, I get to live. We get to live. I thought for sure you were gonna be so upset at us.
If this was a new couch, I would have been super pissed, but no.
This couch
It's been broken
day
forever,
one.
yeah.
That went way better than I expected. So there it is. I get to live a new day. Is this awesome or what? It's
And
good.
I get to buy a new couch.
That's what happened. And Noah's arm didn't have to go to the hospital, so
Yeah,
we're good to go. Cool. We're gonna do something more radical next time, right, Noah?
Right. Let's get it.
Nice. And this is what Lori has done with herself the last few days. That's all you did? Seriously, that's all you did. I mean, it's nice. But I know you're usually do like 10 times that.
I know. I didn't do that much, and I helped my mom do hers. She was really struggling.
Well, it's nice. It's pretty. Whose is that for?
I don't know. I bought the fabric because I liked it.
All right, guys, comment down below, and whoever comments the coolest comment, we're gonna give this quilt to.
No! No.
Go ahead and comment.
That's not gonna happen.
Hit me up down below, and I'll mail this out to you. And Lori will even sign it.
No, I'm not. But there's one more thing that
What?
I got
What? What'd you get?
Well, I'm just gonna prelude this with sometimes you come home with shoes like
What did you get?
A lot. So I got something.
What'd you get? Show me. Tell me. Show me what you got.
Well,
Kate Spade. What is Kate Spade?
well, it's this really great store that I love.
What did you get? Oh, look at
Buy
this
the-
purse. Holy cow.
So, Mama got a new bag.
Nice. I like it. That's nice. Very good.
I know it's nice. That's why I got it.
Okay. Guys, let me know if you think that purse is nice down. I don't know anything about purses, so if she's happy, then I guess that's good. I guess then that's a good thing. But yeah, that's nice. I don't care that you got that purse. I think it's good. It's nice if you're happy. That's all that matters. Happiness is all that matters. Okay, Noah's over here. Look at this, guys. Noah is over here editing his first video.
Trying to get this thing done, and it's actually kind of fun. I like it so far, guys.
All right, I'm excited to have Noah on the editing team. He's doing his first video that we shot with the pizza. It's absolutely going to be awesome, I think. I'd always see what happens. But yeah, so that's it. That's the update for the day. Against my better judgment, seeing as I'm supposed to be packing to get ready to leave, Noah has a surprise for me, and he wants us to do this.
Bang! What you think about that?
The haunted ghost pepper tortilla chip.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The one thing I said, I'm not going to do like hot pepper challenge stuff because it's so bad, and then I don't know why I get talked into this. And oh, this is going to be so painful. Laura, you going to do it?
No.
What?
Listen here, guys. She can't even eat honey barbecue from Buffalo Wild Wings.
It burns.
Oh, it's so hot.
Let's just get this over with because it's
All right.
horrible. I don't even want.
We need to
Why am I doing this?
grab one.
Oh my. It doesn't smell hot at all. Go ahead, you taste it.
All right, cheers.
We're gonna do the whole thing? Oh.
Wow, that's instantly hot, guys.
Oh my gosh, that is hot! Holy, Zeus! Oh my gosh, Zeus, you're gonna die!
You are cleaning up that diarrhea.
Guys, it's getting really hot.
This is.
Susie,
Oh
no.
yeah, he wants more.
Don't give it to him.
Oh my gosh,
Guys, we don't have any milk.
there's no milk in the house, and it just keeps getting hotter.
Yeah, it really does. And I ate a full chip.
Oh my gosh, this is horrible. Why did we do this?
Maybe we need another one.
Maybe you should get another one. Eat another one. What are you thinking? My mouth is burning right now.
It's not that bad right now. Like, right when I bit it, it was so bad. But like, it calmed down pretty well.
Not me, it keeps going for me. I don't know what the heck. This was a terrible idea, Noah. Thank you. Lori, here, have one.
No.
How about you?
No, I don't do hot. No.
I've got to get on the road. Literally, my flight leaves in like, I've got to leave for the airport in less than 8 hours.
They're good, guys. I recommend. I'd give it 8 out of 10.
Oh, he's crazy. This kid is absolutely crazy. What am I going to do without these two for the next 6 days? Actually, I'm meeting up with Lori in 5 days, but for the next 5 days, I'm solo. I'm in trouble. Okay, I'm going to get packed up to get at least a couple hours sleep tonight. Okay guys, so I'm pretty much packed up as far as clothes-wise goes. I just gotta pack a little bit more gear, a couple little other things, some, you know, some overnight stuff, whatever the case may be. It's gonna be a really interesting trip. I mean, we got a lot planned. It's kind of gonna be fluid, not 100% sure of everything we're gonna do, but hopefully it all works out, and if it does, it's gonna be some really amazing adventures. I can't wait to share them with you. I hope you guys will enjoy this. Thank you so much for joining me today and every day. You guys are so amazing. Make sure to smash that like button and hit that notification bell and be kind to somebody. I promise I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.